Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avernum 3. Last episode we looked around in the northernmost areas of Valorum and happened to find the tunnel that allows us access to Blackcrag Fortress, which we also happened to find and found that we couldn't get in. Until here. Also guarded by some people of the Guild of the Dark Eye or something like that. I don't get it. Unless it was related to that guild in the east that we could have attacked to get into. I don't know. Anyway, let's go in, see if we can find the Empress. You are at the east end of a long gallery extending west far beyond the range of your light. You found a hidden entrance into Blackcrag Fortress. Okay then. Let's see. Resistance potion, that's something. Drakeskin boots. Actually, Polly should use those. We got lamp. More lockpicks. Yes, please. Healing and strength potion. Nothing. And vulnerability potion. Here we got fine meal. We got another healing potion and an energy potion. That's Pollux. Torch and a candle, and Balm of Life, and another haste potion. And you. You are welcomed to mighty Blackcrag Fortress by a small mousy man, probably a valet. He seems terrified of you. I am Seymour. Don't hit me. Strangely, he doesn't shout in alarm. He seems used to people sneaking into the fortress. I'm not going to hit you. He shifts his weight nervously from foot to foot. I was left to wait here and give you a message. What message? I was told to stay here and to tell you that Empress Prazac herself wishes to meet you. Also, if you need supplies, you're allowed to take the stuff in the storeroom and the one to the south. Reward from the Empress for the help you've given us already. Forgive my ignorance, but who is this Empress Prazac? She's the leader of the whole empire. Great. Where can I meet the Empress? She's in the throne room. You can get to it to the south, though you'll have to do some looking to find the way. Just be careful. And now that I have said that, I am free to return to safety. I hope. Why do I have to be careful if the Empress herself wants to meet me? I keep out of the politics. It's dangerous. They tell me some people don't want you here, so you're supposed to stay out of sight. Just so you know. Why are you so nervous? I was told about you. You're from Avernum. You're brutal. I've heard about you. Well, just be quiet and we'll all be fine. Yes, sir. Mayor Scowcroft gave me this ticket. I'm supposed to turn it in to someone in authority to get a reward? Oh, I don't know about that. The only person in authority you're supposed to see is the Empress. All other authority people aren't supposed to see you. They'd kill you. Now that you've given your message, you are dismissed. He looks relieved that he will get through another day without being butchered. Interesting. So the Empress actually wishes to speak with us. How are the alchemists? We probably shouldn't, but... This shop is filled with foul smells. Vials and gourds cover every available surface, and the proprietor's hands are covered with grisly, permanent stains. Must be a potion shop. The aged merchant grins toothlessly. I am Hawa. What are your responsibilities here? I am the alchemist for Blackcrag, here to do major research. He looks you over appraisingly. I also have a few recipes I teach on the side. Why did you choose to do your research at this fortress? Many mages are here to do research. It's part of why Valorum has been put under quarantine. Why has Valorum been placed under quarantine? Nobody is being let out of Valorum to help make sure none of the monsters sneak out with them. The Empress is trying to buy time so we can research to find out ways to combat the creatures. That's why we mages are here. How many other mages are around here? There are 3 of us in this corner of the fortress, each looking for solutions as fast as we can. Can you make any potions for us? No, I do not have the resources. I was a potion maker in the Keep of Tenraya before the beasts came. Could have made very useful concoctions for you there. Tell me about the destruction of the keep. He frowns and looks down at the ground. The beasts came. We were completely unprepared. They made short work of us. When we fled, many of us were picked off during the journey east. Many of us lost. Please excuse me, I need some time to work. What recipes can you teach? I know many powerful recipes. I even know how to make a brew which fills the imbiber with mighty strength. Come closer and you will learn. And Well, we got the Grey Mold salve, just in case. That's about all we really need. We didn't even really need it. Let's take a look in here. We were told we could have anything in here. More drakeskin boots, we're full on that. Steel helmets, we don't need those. Torch and a candle. Sandals. Fine first aid kit. Steel longsword. There's some Grey Mold. And Mandrake. And also back here we have an unidentified halberd that might be useful for something. Alright, Petri, magical instruction. There is a woman sitting at her desk holding a powerful magnifying glass in her hand. She is examining a huge cockroach on a brass plate. She pauses, however, when you enter. I am Petri. Greetings. What are you doing? She looks down at the cockroach with a combination of fascination and revulsion. It looks back up at her. I am doing research on this vile beast. Is there lots of research happening in the fortress? Yes, now. Many mages have come here to try to figure out where the monsters are coming from and how best to deal with them. Have you discovered anything interesting about the roach? Not yet. I know you wiped the roaches out, but we still need to figure out how they were made. Otherwise the next such creature to come along will slay us. She pokes at it. It tries to bite her finger. But I am sure you have other areas of interest. I suppose. Do you know who we are? I think so. We were told that you Avernites might be coming, and that we should assist you if at all possible. I know several spells of great power. I can teach you if you wish. None. We're pretty much well taught. Thank you. What other sorts of creatures are you researching? Anything I can, or anything I can get specimens of. Because of the quarantine, it is very difficult to get solid information and objects I can use for research. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? I don't know. I've heard rumors that some golems have been sighted wearing some sort of headgear. It's like a torque or a jeweled ring. I would like to have one of them. I think it would be very useful in understanding the golem's nature. If you can find one of those items and bring it to me, I would appreciate it. I think we had those and sold them. The sign simply depicts a spellbook. A dour mage sits at his desk, examining a vial of ochre slime. He looks up at you, recognizes you, and sighs. I'm shamed. There are several piles of coins on the table in front of him, and a large sack bulging with items is at his feet. What do you do here in the fortress? Well, I did have a booming business, but I had to interrupt it when I was forced to come here. What was your booming business? I had a thriving trade in magical items, highly reliable and handcrafted. I did bring some with when I was forced to come here in the hope of wresting some profit from this tedious exercise. Care to purchase some? Can you also identify items? If I must. It's 40 coins each. Still work. Dexterity bracelet, Firewalker band, Blessed plate mail, Steel halberd, Repel spirit spell shard. I think we already have one of those. Yeah, we can actually sell that. Why do you have healing herbs? Blessed plate mail is pretty impressive. 1 to 48 plus 5. But I think we're pretty much good. Icy chainmail is pretty good, actually, but... yeah, you know what? Leave it with the icy chainmail. It makes him pretty much immune to things. Firewalker band's pretty good. But I think we'll keep it as it is. And the dexterity bracelet... Anyone not wearing a bracelet? We've all got bracelets. Except Carl. Why does Carl not have a bracelet? Wear it. I take it you didn't volunteer to come and help. All the powerful mages within 500 miles were brought to this area to try to figure out what the monsters in Valorum were there for. Like what happens to those barbarians is our problem. He looks at the slime grumpily. You should show some more concern for your fellow citizens. Oh, please. Everyone knows what a bunch of backwards, lice-ridden creatures the people of Valorum are. If they can't be bothered to look after themselves, why should we be? Well, aren't you lovely? Have anything for trade? Wands. Strength bracelet, but we don't have enough for it. That's what I would like for Carl. Okay, wait, yeah, okay. Alright, sell that, 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 sell Sell that, sell that, sell that. And we have loads. I think that works. Where did you get that slime? It was brought to me from southern Valorum before the continent was quarantined. Someone had to trudge the whole length of that backwater just to bring me this. What have you learned about it? It was magically created, of course, like all giant slimes. But it is an all-new creation, not an adaptation of an existing design. Remarkable. Must have been made by a powerful magical talent. I'm looking for something called a Grimoire of Thren. Do you have one? No. Never heard of it, I think. Oh, wait. The alchemist. He said he found a tome the other day. He reads a lot. He might know. Alright, then. I'm looking for something called the Grimoire of Thren. Cerulean, the librarian in Moon, is waiting for it. Oh, is that so? One of the pages brought it to me. It was stuck here when the quarantine started. He leaves the room for a few minutes and then returns with the book. He hands it to you. It's large and black and smells faintly of smoke. It doesn't make a bit of sense to me. Random mumblings from the look of things. I hope Cerulean can make better use of it than I did. Alright, thank you. Okay. Alright, now we need to find our way to Empress Prazac. Carefully. Kitchen. You meet upon one of the Blackcrag Fortress serving staff. She is clearly terrified. You ask her name. I'm Prazac. Are you employed here? I work in the kitchen. She stares at your faces intently, recognizing the paleness that marks Avernite's. Can we have some food? Yes, take what food you want. I need to get back to the kitchen now. Sorry. Pantry A. Wow. We're open to take whatever food we want. Okay, that's all of that. There's an Empire Archer. Looks like there's only one way through. That's out this way. You try to explore some more of Blackcrag Fortress, but a guard quickly runs up and shoves you back. What are you doing? Stay back out of sight, or we'll all be in serious trouble. Okay, so not that way. Means there must be a hidden passage around here somewhere. Looks like there's actually hidden passages up in this direction. I mean, I can see that bit there, which means there may be something over here, or maybe not. Alright. So there must be a way found a way through! Suddenly, with several flashes of light, Empire guards appear all around you. They attack immediately. This is very strange. Why did they allow you in here, only to try and kill you in such an odd, stealthy way? And there's more behind us. Fantastic. Okay, casting of this. I killed one of them. Alright. Divine Host should distract him a bit. Yeah, that'll help a little. Fire Blast, I suppose. You... Divine Fireworks. Alright, come on. You can take care of that guy. Right. Right. You can go help with that. There goes that mage. Wizard, whatever. Now we just need to finish off these guys. It shouldn't take too much trouble. Yeah, we got this. There we go. Okay. That's those guards all dead. Plenty of... We can actually get a lot from this. Nice. In fact, I think we will. We can use the coin. Yeah, we'll go back up and sell them. Why not? It's a bit of plate mail, but it's valuable. Alright, up this way. We'll need to get it identified first, of course. Iron plate mail. More iron plate mail, and iron plate mail. And now things to trade. Sell that. Sell all those. And sell that. There we go. Plenty of coin. And trace if you don't mind. Thank you. Energy's a bit lower than I'd like, but it'll have to do. Okay, there's got to be a wall through here, a way through here somewhere. Probably not down here, but... There's got to be a secret... Ah, this must be the way into Empress Prazac. The Empress is beyond. Let's see. Weapon storage. You must process paperwork before taking anything. Violators will be flogged. This weapon storm has been cleaned out. There isn't much dust, so it must have been emptied very recently. A lot of troops have been outfitted here. They were probably sent into Valorum before the continent was quarantined. I suppose it makes sense. Hall of Statues. Throne room. An officious bureaucrat stands by the door to the throne room, waiting. He sniffs slightly as you approach. He needs no introduction. He's been told that you're here. J. Valorum Liaison Vladimir, at your service. What are you doing here? Waiting for you. I assume you wish to see Empress Prazac. Yes. Well, she wishes to see you. However, the situation has several complexities. What's the problem? Everything is currently unstable. Certain factions, should they find that the Empress is dealing with Avernites, would become very aggravated, and there would be difficulties. Serious difficulties. What sort of difficulties would they cause? He draws his finger horizontally across his neck. I'm sure you understand. Of course, I may give you permission to enter. You have but to request it. I see. I request permission to see Her Royal Highness. We have watched your progress, and you are indeed capable enough for us to risk dealing with you. You may enter. He claps his hands, and there is a click from the door to the throne room. There's something else I would like to know. I see. Sadly, I am needed elsewhere. I need to start ensuring that nobody interrupts your time with the Empress. Good luck. You may see the Empress now. He walks through the door to the west and is gone. You gasp in awe when you see the amazing chamber before you. The walls, floor, and ceiling of semi-precious stone, the intricate craftsmanship, and the fountain of sparkling water ringing the room make this the loveliest sight you have ever seen. To the east, however, is a sight to inspire even more awe, and fear as well. Sitting on her throne, watching you cautiously, is Empress Prazac, absolute monarch of the Empire. She motions for you to approach. Very well, then. Let us just take a quick look around this kind of impressive room. Very nice. Do not be afraid, considering the actions of your predecessor. You stand before Empress Prazac, leader of the Empire, the sworn eternal foe of Avernum. She seems strong, but not cruel. Alert, but not nervous. Skeptical, but not hostile. With a simple, regal movement of her hand, she motions you forward. Greetings, mighty Empress. Greetings. I am Prazac, Empress of the Eternal Empire, Scion of Pralgad, Highest Lady of Vantanas, Mistress of Valorum. Welcome to Blackcrag Fortress. I am the Empress. I am here to deal with this horrible mess. What else is there to say? Her voice is calm, measured, utterly confident. She bears the near absolute power she wields very well. I think you're going to help us and thus help yourselves. Some Empire soldiers attacked us when we were trying to reach you. I am not surprised. There are elements in the government disloyal to me. They must be found and removed. They wish nothing but for the war against Avernum to never, ever end, no matter what threats face us. What will you do to those disloyal to you? I want to be a just monarch, but I am still the monarch. I will be obeyed. What sort of relationship do you want with Avernum? Avernum should never have existed. Everyone in it should be welcome to return to the surface. Criminals must be punished, but the misfits and fools should be allowed to find their own happiness. As long as one does not act directly against me, I think that person should be able to live a life in the sun. That's an interesting way to put it. I could stand behind this, possibly. I mean, personally, I think it's, in general, if you're not causing big problems in general to society as a whole. And hopefully she doesn't... Still. I hope you know what I'm trying to get at here. What else do you wish to know? How else may we battle the threats which endanger us all? Forgive us, but how did you come to rule the Empire? Hawthorne was my father, and the ruler of the Empire up until some Avernites slew him. She watches you carefully as she says that. Now I have to clean up many of the disasters he left us. If my people killed your father, why are you willing to deal with me? Hawthorne was a cruel, cold man. Believe me, he is not missed. He was powerful and brilliant, but too cruel to be a truly strong leader. Just look at the whole Avernum situation. He created Avernum. He prized order above all else. So what did he do? Take anyone who damaged his precious order and get rid of them. Other rulers have had enemies. He created his. What do you think of Avernum? I know my father sent warriors, wizards, resources down into Avernum. Not killing them outright was to his credit, I suppose. About the only merciful thing he ever did. But now the Empire has an enemy, and a strong one at that. And worse, by getting rid of everyone different, everyone creative or unusual, he helped make this horrible mess I have to solve. We need the fresh minds he casually disposed of. Interesting ways to put it, I suppose. Oh, what disasters did he leave you? Look at the horrible death and expense of the war with Avernum. For that matter, look at the whole Avernum situation. That was his doing. May I explore more of this mighty fortress? You may go where you will, as long as you do not trouble any guards or prevent your movement. Your visit here must remain discreet. If some forces find that I am meeting with Avernites, there will be difficulties. Mayor Scowcroft gave me this ticket. I'm supposed to turn it in here to get a reward? The Empress looks mildly annoyed, both at you for bringing something so trivial to her attention and to Mayor Scowcroft for passing this problem along to her. This is a waste of time, I think. Still, an obligation is an obligation. She gives some orders, and someone goes off to the weapon stores. Eventually, he brings back a dusty crossbow. He whispers to the Empress, "This is the only item we have of appropriate value. I hope that it is useful to you." The aide hands it to you. Well, it's something. And what do you know of the monster plagues? Too much. There are hundreds of thousands of our citizens dead, multitudes more wounded or refugees. Confidence in the Empire shaken. A whole continent under quarantine. It is a mess. Yes, mess seems to wrap it up. And worse, it could have been avoided. Surely your people weren't always confident in the Empire. As an Avernite, I am sure you can have a hard time believing how the Empire's people could love it, love its rulers, and the prosperity it provided. Not even the Avernum War shook our people's confidence in us. Has the death toll really been that high? If only it weren't true. Yes, the toll has been that serious. Why have you imposed a quarantine on Valorum? I cannot imagine what they say about us in Valorum now, but the quarantine is necessary. Otherwise the monsters may spread. The official purpose is, of course, to have time to prepare to fight them. However, I have serious doubts about our abilities against them. Surely the Empire can defend itself against anything. Whoever made the monsters designed them very well. They attack in completely non-standard ways. You see, when Hawthorne sent anyone different to Avernum, we lost exactly the creative minds, especially in our military, who could have figured out ways to defeat them. Thus, an avoidable catastrophe occurred. Is that why you wanted to see me? Yes. She pauses herself and steels herself to say what she is about to say. We need Avernum's help. Avernum defeated us. Avernum is the only force that can destroy the monsters too. I have an important offer to make to Avernum. That is why I have a diplomatic mission for you. Well, with all due respect, we shall act as diplomats for Avernum. Avernum itself simply wishes to return to the surface. We have our own people, our own lands, and there are many who wish to stay there. They want their freedom from the Empire, what they see of you. They want an alternative in a way. But at the same time, there are many who, even if they disapprove of the Empire, simply wish to return to the surface. And we as people, as individuals, are aware of all this terror that is happening. We may have our own problems with the Empire. Nippur may hate you for having thrown all of her people down into Avernum simply for being what they are. And Pollux may have had problems in the past with his search for knowledge, and that may have thrown him in there. Carl, he has no problems. Sure, he was thrown down there, but he caused some problems. He has temper tantrums on occasion. It was why he got sent down here in the first place. He has no hard feelings. He may be angry, but he has no hard feelings. And Teresa? She is a Slith Zerakai. And her experiences on the surface, despite how cold it is for her, it is a beautiful and wondrous place, and she wants to explore even more of it. As individuals, we've seen all that's happened on the surface, and we want to help. And as representatives of Avernum, we simply want to help those who wish to return to the surface to see the sun again come back. For that, I am at your service. She pulls out a scroll and holds it in her hand, looking at it with a strange expression on her face. This needless conflict between the Empire and Avernum, the nation we have created, must end, and end justly. She hands you the scroll. This is a vital diplomatic message for your master, Anaximander. Take it to him with all haste, and then return to me. As you say, we shall do just that. Okay, he won't let us in that way. Oh, we can look around in here. Can't go in that way. And I'm guessing we won't really be able to explore anywhere in this direction. The door is locked and will not bother. Alright, back up we go. Let's get out of here, deliver this diplomatic correspondence. Actually, one more thing. The crossbow. It is unidentified. Let's get it identified. Wrong location. You! New identify. Blessed crossbow. We can sell it. And now we once again have loads of coin. Alright. Whoop. Wrong way. And cast a bit of light. There we are. Turn the wheel. And down we go. It'll be a bit of a run.
I'm a talking
Shut up. And I did mean what I said. The people of Avernum, they just want to come back to the surface. And we, as individuals, we want to make sure things go well. That there aren't problems like everything that has been happening. The deaths of so many. The problems caused, even outside of deaths, by everyone. By all the monsters. None of this should be happening. No, you have it. Let's take the... You are too far away from Fort Emergence for it to work. Interesting. I guess we need to get a bit further down. Okay, how about here? Is this close enough? There we go. Okay then. Come. Let us speak with Anaximander. Excuse me. You tell Anaximander of your first meeting with Empress Prazac and give him the scroll she gave you. He nods, tells you to wait, and leaves. You wait for 2 days. When you try to return to your rooms, guards stop you. Food is brought to you. And you wait. Eventually, Anaximander returns and says, I have been in communication with King Micah. He believes this is our greatest opportunity, but only if we are careful. Very, very careful. He hands you a scroll sealed with the seal of Avernum. Take this to Empress Prazac and return as soon as you can with her response. We'll do just that. Alright. I'm going to keep going as long as these diplomatic exchanges go on. Episode might be a bit longer than it should be, but we'll be fine. I'll be back while I run back. This may take a bit. Alright, we made it back to Blackcrag Fortress. Now, Empress Prazac, let us speak. We have seen an Axemander. He gave us a scroll to give to you. You give her an Axemander's message. She reads it and nods. Excellent. It would seem, as they say, that we have a deal. The key to the whole monster mystery would seem to be Footracer Province, where the alien beasts are imprisoned. We built a wall around Footracer to retain the beasts inside. There are 2 massive gates in that wall. You will now find that they will open to you. I grant permission to enter there to investigate. Be careful, and good luck to you. If you don't mind me asking, what are the exact terms of the agreement between you and Avernum? You are inquisitive, but I am afraid you are foolish. If these high matters of state were for you to know, someone would have told you the details. But nobody has. Understood. Thank you. And with that, things are good. I will return to an Axemander to inform him of the good news. He will definitely wish to know this. Actually, no, I should turn that. So, I will cut it while I head back to there. We'll be ending the episode afterwards. Actually, let me just take care of one more quick thing before I turn into an Axemander. Specifically, you! I found the Grimoire of Thren. She sits up alert. Yes, the tome! Give it to me! First payment, then I give you the book. Cerulean seizes the book eagerly, perhaps too eagerly. Yes, yes, the book is mine, now I... Oh, you a reward. Yes, if you enter the library, that is, if you pay to enter the library, there are some stones. They have writing, but it is hard to see. Rub them with your hands firmly and they will glow. Very strange. Now be off with you, I have reading to do. Oh, yes. I'm guessing those. There's a pile of thin sheets on top of this pedestal. Examine it closely. You try to read the stone slabs only to find that they are blank. They are perfectly flat and smooth. They must be the stones Cerulean told you about. You rub them hard with your hand. Then you watch, amazed, as glowing letters appear. It is clearly Venati writing. These tablets must have been brought up from the underworld during the Empire War. Fortunately, you know just enough Venati lore to have a chance of deciphering them. Not a good chance, but a chance. Divine Host level 3. Nice. I'll take it. And we got a necklace. Where the hell did that come from? Oh well. Anyway, back to an Axemander. Teresa, bring us back. And there we go. Fortunately, we're right here, so we can turn it in right now. Axemander, we got good news. You describe your meeting with Prazac, and an Axemander looks delighted. I will report this with great joy. All I have heard indicates that Prazac is a woman of her word. At last, long, long last, we have a hope of her home on the surface. His smile fades and he begins to plan. We will now do all we can to find those who created these plagues and monsters and bring them to justice. You, we believe, are our best hope. So go forth, all of you, and win us a home! Okay. Excellent. So all we have left to do... is deal with the alien beasts. You know what, before I end, there's one more thing I want to take a look at. Probably not yet, but I'll take a look. We know the Venati are in there, so... since we already requested an item in order to help with that, let's see if anything has come of it. Let's take a quick peek at the bunker. See what's happening with that. Alright, up this way, around this way. Thank you. Alright. There we go. What can you tell me of the weapon you made? The Venati create intelligent beings in crystal form. We've done the same. We've made a slightly sentient crystal, which may be able to interfere with their crystals. We aren't sure it will work, but it might. Look for this device in the chest in the next room. We hope you can justify the horrible price we have paid for it. Horrible price we paid. Oh. Looks like both of them died, or disappeared. You open the chest and find a small blue crystal with a glimmering light flickering inside it. There's something about the light that seems almost alive. You pick up the crystal and put it in your pack. Excellent. This should help us when we fight. I do wonder if we can get any help from Erica. Now that we know she is a powerful mage, and while she can't go up onto the surface, maybe she can provide something to help. She is a mage, after all, and one of the most powerful in existence. This episode's going a lot longer than I intended. Let's see. We found evidence that the Venatai are responsible for the plagues of monsters. And so we were. Now we know who the true enemy is. I've been hard at work trying to find ways to deal with them. Okay then, I guess that's all we have to say. Alright. Hopefully, Erica, you can find another way to help. For now, this episode is over. We've done all we can. Next episode, we will head at last into Footracer Province in order to deal with this whole problem we have. That'll be in the next episode. Till then, I am Cheswick44, that is Carl, Napor, Pollux, and Teresa. This has been an Avernum 3 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.